Dr. Terrace, thank you for this semester. It's been a great class. I really enjoyed it. This was really interesting. It was really something that, hopefully it's going to enhance my career. Hopefully it's going to enhance my ability to work with other people from different cultures. Uh, it was different in a lot of ways than I expected, and that's good. It's good to experience that to help me along with what I need to do. So I'm gonna start talking about our team members. The first one, we were Team 54. We had Karen Penaranda. Karen is 18 years old. She studies in Medellin, Colombia. Karen really became the informal team member. At the beginning, she set up the Google document. She set up the WhatsApp. Karen was, she contributed a lot of work, but more importantly, she kept editing the document. She made the document look nice and presentable. She really did a lot of work. Next in the team is myself. I think I did a lot of work. Uh, I wouldn't say that I was really a team member per se, but I was. I think more than anything, I was trying to encourage everybody. Hey, we've got a deadline. I kind of had to play that role. It's like, hey, we got a deadline. We got to get this done. And I was the one that would jump in at the end and see, what needed to be done. And I was above doing something that needed to be done for the group. Next, we have Evan Terzagula. Excuse me, Even is a sophomore at Hofstra. She plays lacrosse. Even was more the laid back member. She came in always like on the day the assignment was due. It's like, hey, I've been doing this, and what can I do? She did a little bit of work, but again, she was one of the more laid back. This was more of a informal assignment for her. We had Dr. Shiva Pim Masani. Shiva was great. He came in. He's from India originally, and he's got his doctorate in the United States in business administration. All the work that he did was professional and really well done. And he was a pleasure to work with. Next, we have Eugenia Kuthasani. Eugenia is from southern Greece. She's 25 years old. I really enjoyed working with her as well. She really was creative. She created a lot of promotional materials. She was always willing to, she always wanted to say, on Sundays, kind of when we decided what we're going to do, she always came in. It's like, hey, I want to do this. I want to do this. I want to do this. And you never had to worry about her doing anything. Roxon Duodo. Roxon is from Ghana. Roxon came in late on this project. Roxon was always friendly. He always wanted to do, all kinds of, he was always saying, what can I do? What can I do? I think he didn't do as much as the others. And I think that's just kind of a product of the system that we have. And, it was hard for him to acclimate to the system we have. So we work for Pacoa Eco, which, as you know, is a Brazilian sustainable clothing manufacturer. And our task was to tell them about market. You know, we did market analysis. Eugenia contacted people from Greece. I was able, through my wife, to contact a bouquet store in Colombia. Also interviewed two or three people here in the southeastern United States. I sent out surveys to Calgary and Ontario and Hamilton and Montreal, Quebec City and Philadelphia, Boston, New York, you name it. I probably sent out 50 surveys, and nobody responded to the surveys. I guess I'm kind of the same way when you have all the political surveys. I don't want to do that either. So then Karen did the SWOT analysis of the strengths, the weaknesses, the opportunities, the threats. Shiva did the new market analysis. So he was We determined whether they should make market entry in the United States and Canada, Japan, United Kingdom, or Denmark. I did the market strategy analysis, and I determined that they should make entry in eastern Canada and the northeastern United States. This area shares some of the same shipping routes. It's going to be cheaper to ship here than most of the other places on the list, like Japan or the United Kingdom or Denmark. And there's a twofold strategy here. The northeastern United States, uh, they've levied a 10% tariff on Brazil, which sounds bad, but actually it's an opportunity for Brazil imports coming to the United States because it's one of the lowest. It is the lowest tariff uh, in the world levy against countries. So Brazil has that opportunity, and Canada and the United States are engaged right now in a trade war, and Canadians are trying to boycott American products. So that's an opportunity for a Brazilian company to come in and take some of the take away some of the market from the United States. Karen did a really nice graph on Holsteady's dimensions. Uh, Somebody did promotional channels. I'm not sure about that, but we were talking about you know indirect and direct marketing, social media. We're talking about paying attention to millennials, Gen Z, the marketing campaign. We came up with some slogans. Uh, Step into sustainability, walk out of class, refuse to sacrifice, eco-friendly, labor-friendly, luxurious, and comfortable. Walk in style and comfort with no regrets. So really, what we're marketing here with Pokea Echo is the fact that United States buyers and Canadian buyers, I would believe, are interested. The shoes have to be quality, they have to be comfortable, they have to be durable, they have to be stylish, and they have to be luxurious. And if, they're not three or four of those factors, it doesn't matter how sustainable the product is because buyers will not buy shoes without, them not being comfortable if they hurt their feet. So that's really what we're trying to promote through direct and indirect advertising. So, we figured the best thing since the shoes are made handmade is that we would have Pacoa Echo, link up with several buyers like 10,000 Villages or the Himalayan Bazaar, and they could either export their shoes in bulk or they could use shipping. So FedEx, Amazon, they have big hubs in Brazil. If they wanted to ship, one of the best options would be Latin American cargo. And so, if they were to ship in bulk freight on the ocean, to a buyer, that would be, or they could do direct sales through FedEx, or they could work with Amazon and sell their shoes exclusively on Amazon. So as far as trade regulations, there's trade regulations are good with both Canada and the United States. There's tariffs from Canada. They have to get possible FDA approval, Health Canada approval. Uh, Pricing, and Shiva determined that it'd be like 120 to $150 United States, 160 to $190 in Canada. So that's basically what we did. That's the team member roles. I will say, I think we really came with a really great report. I think the one thing I regret, and I tried to push this early, but there's members of the team that did not like they did not like speaking in English. It was uncomfortable for them. So I didn't push it because I didn't want to make anybody uncomfortable. But I wish we would have met once a week and we would have talked about roles. It seemed like everybody got well. Basically, it was on Sunday. It was a dog eat dog world. You know, whoever woke up first said, "I'm going to do this section. I'm going to do this section," and then we would all do it pretty much on Sunday, and then the leftovers will be done on Monday by the time we're submitting it. But pretty much 95% of the work will be done on that Sunday. But there was no, it's just like, I'm going to do this. And then somebody would do something first, and we would kind of feed off of what that other person did. And then, there was obviously some conflicts about that. Somebody say, this section doesn't align with this section, and so we'd have to do some work on Monday to get everything in order. But overall, it was a positive experience. Again, I think our report is pretty solid. I think there's a lot of smart people on this project, so I was really happy that that was the case. And again, I thank you for this class. It was a great opportunity. I excuse me, I'm so sorry. I'd really love to do something like that, again in the future. I really had an enjoyable time. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.